Hey everyone, Melinda Love here, and if you attended one of my events where you received an inner voice scan and a vital scan, this video is for you. I'm going to show you how to read the reports that you received. So going to your email, you should have received 3 AO scan emails. One AO inner voice audio, one AO inner voice scan, that's the report, and one AO vitals. So let's start with the AO inner voice audio. This is your sound therapy music. So you will scroll down to the bottom of the email and find the 4 music files there. There's one music file for each category of imbalance found. You can download them and then take the files and put them in a playlist on whatever device you're using and listen to the music with headphones at least once a day for up to 2 weeks. Next, we'll go to the AO inner voice scan, your inner voice report. So for this, scroll to the bottom and you'll find all the pages of the report here. The first 3 pages are just telling you about the scan if you want to learn more about how it works. Then you'll find 4 pages that are your specific report. So let's open one of those up. At the top, you will find the category of the imbalance. So the scan is set to always point out the top 4 frequencies that are out of balance, even if it's just a little bit. It will find the 3 highest out of range and the one that's most suppressed. Each imbalance has a corresponding note. So this is the note of the tone that can help to shift those emotions back to balance. You will find positive and negative emotions, and you may find that you resonate with some of the positive and some of the negative, depending on how out of balance it is. If it's really out of balance, chances are you will resonate with all of the negative. But either way, the important thing to note here is that the corresponding song is what will bring back more of these positive emotions at the top and release these trapped negative emotions here at the bottom. Then you'll see color. These are color therapy glasses that the company also sells. They are a bonus, but they're not required. So don't worry about that. If you want to incorporate the color shown here, so for this example, yellow, maybe you can wear yellow or incorporate yellow into your day somehow. But you can just skip that part. Under the glasses is the details more specific to you. And again, this is pointing out the top frequencies that were out of balance in that category. It doesn't necessarily mean it's super out of balance. And please remember that none of this is a diagnosis. This is frequencies within your biofield that can be representative of something that has manifested in your body, but not necessarily. It can also be a frequency left over from something you had in the past, something you inherited, something you absorbed from the collective, because remember your biofield extends 5 to 20 feet out from your body. So if we're not shielding and we're not clearing, you're absorbing everything. So the top 3 emotions that are associated with the imbalance are here. Then you have the top 3 vitals out of balance that are potential causes of this energetic imbalance. Then you have the top 3 possible physical causes. And again, this is not a diagnosis, this is reading frequency. And then you have suggestions of things you could do on a physical level. So you're going to see the similar report for each category. So on each one, you'll have suggestions. So this doesn't mean that you have to go through every single report and implement every single suggestion that's given, that would be a lot. So one thing you can do is just see if anything's trending. So maybe incorporating trace minerals, you're seeing that on several of the reports and that's standing out to you, and that's something that you could add. But most importantly is listening to the music. And I always say, try the frequency first. So listen to the music, see if that shifts things. And if you end up doing more scans or getting the subscription, you may find over time that certain suggestions keep coming up. And maybe you're not feeling the way that you want to with just the frequencies alone. Then you would implement some of that other stuff. But I always like to go the frequency route first. But again, none of this is a diagnosis. So for example, a toxicity of vaccinations is on my report. I haven't received any vaccine of any kind in at least 25 years, but this is showing up. So this means in my biofield, there is either still a frequency of a vaccine I received as a child, or probably more likely, I have absorbed into my biofield frequencies of vaccines just from walking around the collective. People who received vaccines more recently, and that distorted, chaotic frequency is in their biofield, and I have absorbed it. So that's just an example. So it doesn't mean that you have these things physically in your body necessarily. Now, if you do have something in your body that is manifested on a physical level, this system is good at picking up on those things. But don't just assume right away that because something's on the report that you have this thing. So I just don't want anyone to panic about things that come up on the report that look potentially scary. So that is your inner voice. So let's go back to the email. Let's go to the AO vitals. Scroll to the bottom of the email and you will see enhanced and classic. The enhanced view is really confusing to read. There's all these different colors and numbers. I don't recommend looking at that one. I recommend looking at the classic vitals report. It's easy to understand. It's either green in balance or red out of balance. So what you're looking at here on the right where it says previous scan, when I first scanned you, this is the result that the scan picked up on. And after I optimized the frequency, this was the result then. So if something goes from out of balance to in balance, that's wonderful. The frequencies did their job. If something goes from balanced to out of balance, they say not to count that because sometimes energies are needed somewhere else temporarily, and they always balance out after. So you're looking to see if there's anything that's a double red. If there is a double red, that means that this time around, the frequencies were not able to shift that specific thing. And again, that doesn't mean that you have a diagnosis of something or an allergy to something. It's showing an energetic mismatch, chaotic frequency in your field that could be affecting you in some way. So that's all you're looking for is double reds. And here's the chakras and meridians. So during the presentation, you probably saw the pretty picture of the person with the chakras in the places that they are. But for the emailed report, it's just this spreadsheet. So again, remember that this is not a physical diagnosis. Please don't panic about any of this. And the benefit is that you receive the optimizing frequencies. So If you have the subscription, you're able to go back into the same scan the same day and then click optimize frequencies. And that would keep going a little bit longer, but I would be able to optimize the frequencies again to see if I can get more reds to shift. And you can do that every day. So keep in mind, with these scans, we look for trends over time. So we don't just take 1 or 2 scans that we see a double red on and take that for what it is. So I wouldn't say double red here, B7, and immediately think that I need to go take a supplement right now. I would see if that shows up for me over a period of time, trending out of balance. That gives us an idea, because keep in mind that what this is looking at is a snapshot of energy in motion. So sometimes it takes the snapshot while that energy wave is out of balance. And that's what it is. So again, the benefit of this is to receive the optimizing frequencies you need in that moment and look for what trends out of balance over time. So please don't look at any of this and panic. But yeah, that's pretty much it. If you have any questions on how to read the reports, anything that I didn't answer in this, please reach out and let me know.